Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Avatar Legends. We are all excited, aren't we?
You're likely gonna die, so yeah, of course.
Okay, apparently we're going to die. Goth, what are you planning? Are you planning to kill us with that dog hole?
It's a puppet. Big difference.
No.
Mhm.
Ah. We are missing only one person today. Granny is back in the geriatric house because, she's starting to become a little bit kooky. No, she's gone corporate. Yep. She had to be in the office, so she isn't able to join us. But that's okay. We still have Don. Who are you playing?
I am playing Karma, the Icon Airbender. I keep having to remember that's my playbook.
And we also have Phoenix. Who are you playing?
Yes, I'm Phoenix, and I'm playing Gothan Iowatha, who is the bold playbook, and is the puppet master, who's probably going to be convicted of stuff because he has a puppet that looks exactly like the people who are conflicted by whatever's going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
And of course we have
Why are
me.
you a criminal?
I am playing Tufan, a broken playbook airbender who is blind. And of course the game is being run by Elise.
That's me. Hello, hello. For the record, it was not intended that the doll looked exactly like the evil things.
No. It's just this is the way the doll looks, and that's the way the plot went. So. Yeah.
Yep. Oh. So if that is everyone ready, we can begin.
Yeah.
Where we left off, you all were inside of Airtemple Island and had just discovered a couple of key things about an attack that happened on Delise and a theft that had occurred of an airbending technique scroll discovered by Janora while she was in the spirit realm. You all looked around for quite a few things, and where we precisely left off last week was Goth had just managed to calm down an iguana snake that had been quite terrified of all.
And it's now the pet of Goth.
It's friendly, it's decent, it's, you need to somehow feed it. Whatever you feed an iguana snake. I've never met
Tongue just flicks out against your arm.
Yeah. Guess it's gonna follow me along.
Yeah, he's gonna slither behind you.
You know what? If it wants to do that, then I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It's gonna hold up my hand so that it can climb on me if it wants.
It sees that you reach out your hand and it very slowly sort of slithers forwards and then decides to just sort of wrap its way up your forearm.
Okay, that's something I have to get used to.
It doesn't squeeze, he just uses it to climb up.
Yeah.
I think it's found the spot. Okay, yeah.
You see a little snake head just sort of resting on the top of Goth's like box strap.
No, I don't.
You sense it's there.
You actually don't hear much from this beastie. It's a very quiet one.
I might hear the sound of coal being
Extinguished.
quenched in water, because that's the sound he makes. And before we are going away to find that scroll, I am going to Janora because I did have
A moment.
a view of my powers, like she said. So I'm hoping that now I will have that power mastered.
You three are able to find Janora downstairs. She's no longer in the room where the theft occurred, but she is still in the same building. She looks to be checking on some other rooms some other artifacts, just making sure nothing else has gone missing.
She's no longer in the room where it happens. The room where it
No, she's in a different room.
Master Genoa,
Yes, Tufan.
I did it.
Tell me how it went.
Well, we went into the room of what's her name again?
Delise?
Of the Lycée, and I just focused, and I knew where everyone was standing or used to stand. I just knew.
Good. Hone that. You've done it once. Can you do it consistently?
You have been walking from there, check that thing over there, and then heard me when you were walking in this way.
Very, very well. Well,
Was that right?
you were very close. And Tufan, you will feel a small piece of paper sort of flutter down right in front of you. I was also airbending. But you did succeed.
Oh. Master?
I'll give it to you.
I'm able to hone my awareness.
Tufan,
Yes.
be proud of yourself and what you've learned. But know that there's always more to learn.
Oh yeah. I know this.
Wonderful. If any of you, Karma, find anything out about this theft and this attack, I would like to know.
We'll keep you in the loop.
Thank you. No, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you're all busy.
Okay, so where should we start?
We have a couple of ideas. One being the entertainment union. So we found this piece of scrap metal. I have an idea that whatever was there was used not by the entertainment unit, but used from the entertainment unit.
Okay, we could check
I-
there. We could see
I don't
who
think
they might have.
the entertainment union would do anything to Air Temple Island. They don't seem like the type to steal something.
They don't seem like thieves at all.
Yeah, the entertainment unit they make
They-
orders.
Perhaps they
Yeah.
had this thing stolen from them, or
Yeah.
sold it to somebody. I don't know. We can check when we get there.
Yeah, we can ask. Maybe we can find some clues there. If it's stolen there, we can catch two bullflies with one stone.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, let's head that way.
You all leave Air Temple Island via the ferry, or do you want to bend your way off the island, or do you want to take the ferry?
Well, I think the safest place for me is the ferry.
Let's stick to the ferry. We've done that bit.
Sorry, animals.
You all buy your tickets. You wait in line. It's about 10 minutes for the ferry. You have to load onto the ferry.
You know, if only there was a faster way to get across.
Well, there is, but I
Karma.
wouldn't be able to see where I go.
Yeah, that seems dangerous.
Karma, some little kid is like tugging on their mom's sleeve. Like, look! It's the pro bender.
Karma, you have groupies.
You go have fans, indeed.
I turn around to the
It's this
kid.
tiny 4-year-old snot-nosed kid.
Hey, Karma.
I'll kneel down and say, "Hey there, what's your name?"
Oh, my name's Kaying. How did you learn to do that?
Do what?
The flying thing.
Oh. Well, that's something that gets taught to a lot of us at Air Temple Island. It is. Which part of the city are you from?
I'm from around the noodle shop. The what's it called? The waterbender one. By Mavi.
And just for lore, do children bend, or is that like a thing that comes into?
Children can bend. At some point in your life, if you were a bender, you will begin to develop those powers. Cora was, I think, a bit surprising in that she started bending so young.
Yeah, she started bending when she was already 3 years old, I believe, 3 or 4 years old. And then they started, I believe, at 8 or 9?
I was gonna think like 7 to 9, yeah.
Yeah, around that course. It's still pretty young, but it's not like in a lot of stores where they say they start to develop the powers when they're 18. No, a lot sooner. So, how old did you say this kid was?
This kid's about 4.
So, still too
Old enough to
young,
be a menace.
too young to be able to actually bend. Maybe puffs if it's an airbender or stuff like that, but
Maybe like every so often, but not enough to have been noticed at this point.
no.
Okay.
But
Well, who knows?
if I go to Air Temple Island, I can learn how to fly.
Maybe. Maybe when you're older.
Mom, can I go to Air Temple Island for my birthday? Karma, you can tell that you've been forgotten about at this point.
Great.
You all get to the other side, you disembark from the ferry, and begin to head towards the Entertainers Union. You, Goth, are not entirely sure where to find this. What you would all know is that the Entertainers Union is likely going to be located either near the center of the city, near some of the more like bureaucratic buildings, or towards the media park. Thoughts?
I'm gonna take a shot and say media would be probably the best bet.
Where to find it? It's in Republicwood. Republic City equivalent to Hollywood.
Republic. Thank you. I had missed the joke, unfortunately. You all head over to Republicwood.
Real
and Goth. I think this area is going to be the biggest shock to you. As you basically walk down this beautifully manicured street. It is gorgeous. Even the roads here are just, they shine like they've been cleaned fairly regularly. There's giant paintings and murals and things on the sides of the walls here. However, all of the buildings around, you can tell that they've been constructed in such a way that they're almost warehouse-like on the inside. Like they look gorgeous on the outside, but you can tell that they're large and empty inside of them.
Okay.
Walking a bit further, you're able to ask directions from a few different passersby, most of whom seem to be very busy and in a pretty big rush, until you are pointed to a small building. You walk through this gorgeous gate. You see like this large studio in front of you, absolutely beautifully gilded. It's got like gorgeous solo roofs, and then you take a right towards a smaller building in a very humble style off the path. And you can see there's a sign out front. Entertainers Union head office. It's maybe only about 2 stories tall. It'll be cozy inside, but there's still enough space for a head office. If you choose to go inside.
I guess this is it. Oh, it's off on, it says Entertainment Union on.
Oh yeah, I know. Don't forget, you're forgetting. I raised here. I grew up here in this city.
I just wanted to make sure maybe this is like a new building that you're not used to because you can't see.
I know this is here. I mean, over there are the sign-ups for auditions.
You see that there's a long line of just various Republic City citizens waiting to write their name down on a little piece of paper.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like I said, learn a lot and fast. Master Janora is really good.
I guess so. Yeah.
If you all choose to go in, you step up a couple of wooden steps and push open a door into a very nice front office. It's, it's been loved. There's been people in and out of here. The rug is a little bit scuffed, but it's very clearly a well-cared for space. And you see a woman sitting behind the desk with a name tag that says Meg. That looks up when she sees you all walking and goes, "Oh, hello. How can I help you all today? Welcome to the Entertainers Union."
Yes. We just have a little question about something. Would you know where this thing comes from? I give her the chart.
Can certainly take a look, and she takes it from you. You see that she pulls down some like bone carved glasses from her forehead, puts them on. Oh, quite interesting. I can't say I know precisely where this comes from, but I do know somebody who could help you. Here, and she hands you back the shard cut off.
Take it.
You see that she takes out a small slip of paper that you can see has been very beautifully like painted on the edges to give it a very official looking moniker. And she goes, if you take this, you'll be able to walk on inside the main studio. Go and see if you can chat with Zudani. You should be able to.
With who?
Zudani.
Sudania.
And then, can I just get your names really quick?
Ah, yes, it's Gothan.
Perfect. Well, Gothan, here you go. Just bring that back when you're done.
Thank you.
We're with him.
I figured.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you could see.
Fair enough. Well, have a lovely visit.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's keep going.
Thank you.
Heading back outside, you are able to walk around to a front door. Upon showing the slip to the guard, you see that you get a little bit of a curt nod and a go on ahead. You do also notice that he radios something, or I can't say that. You also notice that he turns towards a. Give me a second. A pigeon snail that's next to him, and sends it flying as you guys walk inside. Walking inside, you see a large warehouse-style room. You don't see any sets currently set up, Gotham. Rather, you hear the noises of people at work. You hear welding devices being used. You hear metal and construction and sawing sounds. This is not a active set. However, this is a construction zone for many of the more special effects props used on the movers. Looking around, you end up spotting a woman. She's a little bit heavyset, dressed in various shades of blue, but you notice she's not wearing a skirt like you might expect. Rather, her clothing is all very tight. And you even notice that her hair has been cut off into a fairly short style that, Goth, you're more used to seeing on a lot of the warriors from your tribe.
Indeed.
You have every confidence that this woman, just with the aura of being in charge and the aura of confidence she's exuding, is whoever is in charge here.
I think we found our person.
Where?
Sense them. Try to.
Oh, I do sense a very strong aura of leadership.
Guess that's fair. Let's call my doctor.
Mekon, put that down. You're going to hurt yourself again. No, I don't want to hear it. Put it down. Hi. Sorry. Hi.
Hi.
How can I help you?
We just come from. We found this somewhere.
Oh,
There
May sent
seems to
you.
be a broken piece of metal from, I think, around here.
Give me that.
Give
And
it.
whereas May had been very kindly to retrieve it from you, this lady, you can see, just sort of grabs it and almost is like, this is her element. You're not meant to have this.
Mm-hmm.
You see that she looks at it, she flips it over in her hand a couple of times and goes, huh. Yeah, this is one of ours. Where'd you find it?
Air Temple Island.
Yeah.
Huh. Now that is strange. You mind coming with me for a second, you three? No, you're not in trouble.
I mean, I was about to say we're doing this because of a police investigation.
Yeah, we didn't do anything. We're trying to find out who did it.
Yes.
That's actually why I wanted to ask you guys some questions in the back. We ended up having a bit of company secrets leaked a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
So, yeah, hearing you found this somewhere else really grinds my gears, if you know what I mean.
I can understand that, yeah.
All right.
But, yeah.
We'll go speak in the back then.
She nods, and she begins to walk off towards a room. You can see that it does have a fairly large window on it, but stepping inside and closing the door, almost all of the sounds from outside go away. You are able to see that once she has stepped inside, she still has that commanding presence, but it also softens a little bit, as if she's not directly responsible for what's happening outside right now, so she doesn't need to be the big in charge person. Tufan,
Yeah.
you would be able to hear a lot better now that you're in this room. A lot of the sounds from outside are not silenced, but dampened. You do also hear one thing that is interesting to you. It's a small air current that almost feels like it's coming from the desk in the center of the room. It's very consistent and very steady. Almost like a wind, but that shouldn't be happening because you're inside. So, you said you found this on Air Temple Island. I can tell you a little bit about it. It's a casing for one of our props. It's used mostly to mimic fire bending on the movers. These specific ones have been a bit experimental, meant to let us direct the flame a little bit more. So I'm surprised why it was on Air Temple Island. Do you know what
While she is explaining this, I'm going towards that draft.
Tufan, you begin moving towards the center of the room. And you are able to sort of feel in front of you that there is a large, like wood and metal desk that has this draft originating from on top of it. There appears to be some sort of mechanic in front of you. Now that you're a bit closer, you can hear a whir as well. The other two of you would see Tufan moving very close to a it's sort of a rounded contraption that sits on the desk. You might think it looks a little similar to a radio, but instead of having like the three thin strips on the front, it's almost the entire front is made out of mesh instead.
Yeah, so redirecting fire, you said?
Yeah, it's meant to basically. Our old special effects, what they would do is they would only give a burst of fire in every direction. These are specifically constructed with weaknesses in the shells so that we can basically aim them. Fire will go in the weak direction before it goes everywhere else.
Why not just use actual firebenders?
Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. It really depends on the actors we have on staff. Recently, there's been some issues with higher ups not hiring benders because benders who have to do the same motion for a long time every day tend to rise up a couple of medical costs that higher ups don't want to pay for. Repetitive injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah, corporate again.
Tell me about it.
Well, you can
I think you know more about it than I do, but still.
Yeah, probably.
This one's funny. I like him.
Yeah, you gotta be something if you can't see it.
You're smart enough, it doesn't matter. I should know. And you see that she just sort of lifts up one of her sleeves, Tufan. Or, Tufan, you wouldn't see this, but you would hear that she rustles a little bit of fabric. And you're able to sense a little bit more mechanical whirring coming from that sleeve that she had just lifted up.
What do we see?
You both would see a limb made out of various metals with ice joints.
Oh.
I thought I felt more cold coming from you.
It's not just the personality.
Ice cold.
You're sharp. I like you. So, accident?
Yeah. Actually, on my way here, boat capsized, ended up saving a bunch of people, but arm got frozen in the process. Happens.
Mistake with the thing you are trying to do in your movers.
Whew. Yeah, that's why we have people wear welding masks.
Yeah, but this wasn't planned in that way. Someone was firebending at someone, and I tried to redirect it with my airbending, and it's kind of,
You got it. Oof. It's like a rough one.
Been blind ever since.
My condolences.
Yeah, starting to be able to see in a different way.
Interesting. Well, necessity is the mother of invention and all that.
Yeah, I like that one.
So, right, back to the charge.
Experimental item, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what it did, considering the fact that this one has very clearly been used?
We found it in a room that was mostly scorched, so...
Yeah.
Oof.
But
Right.
it was scorched in a weird way, and it had a weird pattern.
Can you explain a little bit more on that one?
Well, in the window we found sort of scratch marks, claw marks, so to speak.
Yeah.
Were those scorched in, or were those like
Those were
scratches?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the window, but it still seemed like there was no forced entry. And still the fire was inside. The scorch marks and everything.
The claw marks I don't particularly have an answer to. These things shouldn't leave that.
No, I don't think they are animal, so...
And you see that this woman begins to move over to the other side of the desk, opens a couple of drawers, and then pulls out a device. Roughly the size of like a softball or a small melon. And it's made out of this very black iron. There's another Entertainers Union stamp on it.
Is it one of the Elemelons? Is it one of the Elemelons?
Not quite.
Melons.
And you see on one side of it, there is a fuse coming out of it. fuse is only maybe Dawn 4 inches. Rest to use like
Acme on the side.
10 centimeters. No, it says Entertainers Union.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that an
They'll
explosive?
always be an Acme bomb.
Yeah, is that an explosive?
Kind of. It's one of the fire charges. The way it works, and she sort of holds it in her hand, points it away from the three of you. You pull on this one, and you watch as the fuse completely yanks out. You hear a small moment of just hesitation. Tufan, you would hear a small spark, and then two of you would witness flames shooting out the front. Tufan, you would definitely feel one side of the room getting warmer. It lasts for maybe 10 seconds, and then it extinguishes itself.
I'm focusing on how the flame comes out of it. If I might be able to sense the same pattern as we found in the room.
With this, you would notice that the one that she uses has a fairly straight jet of flame, lasting from beginning to end about 10 seconds, but it's not a consistent stream. It's one of like a fireball that gets shot forwards. This one specifically, you notice, again, it's in one direction, the one that it was in Delice's room, it had more of a like area of an effect. Like something had gone wrong with the construction or it was faulty in some way. And while it was directed in mostly one direction, it wasn't a straight jet of flame.
Did you by any chance lost some of these devices but older versions? Ones that aren't that straight like this one?
Prototypes.
Like I said,
Probably.
we had some company secrets leaked a couple weeks ago. Those were the prototypes for most of our special effects. Specifically, our special effects mimicking other bending styles. The fire bending and the air bending ones mostly. At this point, a bunch of people can, fake earth bending and water bending well enough for movers.
Do we have a little fan?
Somebody took it. I don't
No,
know.
you left the fan on the boat.
Yeah, that kind of fan, the little fan we had.
Oh, that's
This small child, like, face pressed against the glass looking in.
No. The little fan, when she had that, was going to take it to the station.
Right. Okay.
But we can describe it.
Amongst these items that mimic bending, did you have like a small fan device as well?
Could fit
Like
in the palm of your hand. That small.
I mean, we got small, but we don't got that small. The one on the desk is about as small as we got right now.
And it was smaller than that.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, I'm sure we could make it smaller, but that's going to require a, more deft touch than we had right now, considering it was new tech.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea who would take what was taken a week ago?
Well, I know that any other mover companies would be interested. Not that they couldn't just make a deal with us. Then again, there's been some, well, you know how the higher-ups are. Not super union-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
We have, employees here, if they're looking for an extra paycheck, easy enough for them to take something, especially if they're on any of the innovation teams. Otherwise, I can't imagine most people wanting it. Like, maybe if there's someone who's looking at mimicking bending for their own purposes, I could see it maybe being a criminal underworld thing, especially after the whole, Amon drama a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Do you know if there's any past employees who were, I guess, let go on bad terms?
Not an employee, but I can think of one person. There was someone who came in for an interview a while back. Said that they were pretty good at machines, things like that. Would really love to get a job in our innovation department. They ended up not having any previous work recommendations, so we never hired them, never brought them back for a second interview. The background check also turned up a couple of stints in jail, which was quite interesting. If, maybe... Look, we can't know specifically why they were in jail or why they had, no previous recommendations, but if they were maybe upset that we had turned them away, I could see that possibly being a thing they stole.
Yeah, but since it's used in a very specific thing, I wouldn't say that someone who has a spite with you for not casting or whatever him, they would use that, steal that, and then use it in a room on Air Temple Island.
But I could be wrong. It's the only thing I can really think about.
It might be worth just checking. Wouldn't hurt to try to find this person.
That is
Try
true.
and pull up a name if you want to know a name.
Yes, that would be very helpful.
That would be very helpful, yeah.
All right, give me just a couple of minutes then. Let's see what I can find. And you see that she walks over and starts. She opens up a drawer in a filing cabinet. There's just tons and tons of papers in there. She starts to sort of ruffle through them. And I begin to ruffle through my notes on my desktop to see if this person has already been named.
Don't think so.
I don't know if they have. Just gonna check.
I've given this person a name 10 sessions ago, but... okay, then we were still in season 1, but...
Yeah, that would have been season 1.
You.
So this is episode 5.
No, it looks like they have not been named yet, and if they have, no, they haven't. So, their name is now. Yeah, okay, I've got him here. It looks like the name was Vam Valek, I think.
How do you spell it?
VAM VALEK.
PAM. Alec.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you very much, Zudania.
Seems like maybe a pseudonym or something. I don't know, maybe they are real. Does anyone want to roll me anything?
Well, what are we allowed to roll?
What would you like to roll? What applies?
That's not how PBTA works. You have what to roll. What we roll.
You can roll me an assessment situation. You could roll me a...
Well,
Let's see.
if I roll an assess, I always get an extra question, so why not?
Hey, go for it.
True. One of you could roll a you missed something if you want to roll a you missed something.
I don't think I have that. What's that?
Goth has it.
Oh.
If you evaluate an NPC's plan, you can roll with focus.
I can do that, yeah.
I'm gonna roll assess.
I'll also roll assess.
But I have a -2 on it because I'm still angry. I will always be angry until that's over. So I miss my roll, but the question that I'm allowed to answer to ask is I don't know which one would be fitting. Well, I could ask who it could be a friend or ally, but I do think that the person we're talking to could be a friend or ally.
I think she could be a friend or ally, yes.
Yeah.
And
Zidani.
it's already pretty close to being a friend. We already have some connections in a way.
Yep. Also, I should probably write her name down before I forget it. So do you choose friend or ally, or do you choose something else?
Well, that's the only one that's fitting for this, because the other two are Who here is most in need of help? Well, that doesn't really fit. And does
Past.
anything really belong to my past? If so, what? Yeah. That's not really. Those two aren't fitting. So the only one is the one that I already have an answer to.
All right. As far as friend or ally goes, you would know that Zidani could definitely be an ally. You can tell that she seems, though very much as a strong personality, she seems very kind underneath all of it. It does genuinely seem like she's just curious as to who would have stolen these secrets, because most of them are not hidden. They're just dangerous.
And the bossy part is just part of her job, and it's not her personality. She's just very passionate about her work.
Don't put on your welding mask. We wear closed-toed shoes in here.
Yeah.
Wait, we have to wear shoes?
Yes. Karma. With a full hit.
Detective Karma.
Detective Karma. Detective Karma is on
Indeed.
the board. Detective Karma, you would have remembered there was an arrest that happened a couple of years back. It was when you were sort of breaking into the preventing leagues. You only really remember it because you were really upset it took front page and not you. But you remember there was an arrest of some tinkerer, some sort of, you're not entirely sure, but you think they were like a burglar that had been finding new ways to surpass specialized blocks. And you know that the only evidence they had that this person had been tied to this crime was the abbreviations VAM on some of the tools that had been found in this hideout. Which, VAM, same spelling, it could mean nothing. But they're interested in tech.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and, while I'm thinking about that, I'll just word vomit all of that to the rest of the group.
Word vomiting all of that. Her. Too
And a
fun.
towel.
Too fun. You know that this would have been about a year or so after your accident. You know that for some reason or another, your old gang fell apart. This was about the time where Bin could no longer care for you full time. You had moved over to the Air Temple Island. And for some reason, just a bunch of your crew never came to visit you again. And part of it was your tinkerer had been arrested.
Oh yeah, wait, then I need to open my specific page on my USB.
Yes, please.
Yeah, my background, I have it stored in my stick, my USB stick.
This was the name I was trying to find. I could not find one.
Too fun background, because I don't know my background from the top of me noggin. Let's see. You are talking about Bin, right? Or
Not Bin. Bin is the waterbender. Was there a third name? I have Bin. I have Jaw Long. Was there another one?
well, I believe there was a third one, but I said that name was up to you to come up with.
Well, then the name is now Valek.
Valak. VALEK.
EK.
Okay. So I could have asked the third question with what here is part of my old life.
Yeah. But yes, so that is what you learn on the assess the situation and the subsequent word vomit.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Full hit.
So, anything ring a bell to anyone?
Well, yeah.
Okay. What part?
Person, is she named Valak?
Fam Valek, yeah.
Was part of
You
my
know
old.
Oh, sorry. You know him? No.
Well, used to. Was part of my old gang.
Uh-oh.
I see.
Yeah, I don't really have a background to be proud of. You know, I told you about.
Yeah.
You remember that medicine heist about 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
You hear the slight grinding of ice crystals from somewhere near Zidani.
Yeah, I wasn't proud of it. It's the reason I went against some of my teammates, but then I felt something and I couldn't control myself. And apparently it was because of some old form of bending that I believe Cor once fought against someone who was able to do that. Goth, you're a waterbender.
Mm-hmm.
You might know what it is. It doesn't feel pleasant when it's happening to you.
Bloodbending? I've never
Yeah,
experienced it.
yeah. I was bloodbended.
Oh. Oh, no.
That's the reason why the firebending went into my eyes. When I tried to change it, someone bloodbended me to attack my own teammates.
Oh, no.
Not good.
If we're dealing with bloodbenders, that means there's something else going on.
Well, this guy isn't a bloodbender, but he was part of my my crew. One that still thinks I did the attack against my teammates.
So we're likely going to find a person who's not happy to notice you.
Yeah.
Well, I usually don't share information on the people I interview, but there was one reference I could track down. If you don't want to go meet your friend face to face, ex-friend. There's a guy named Ranglu. You might have heard of him. It's the last work reference. Only one I can feasibly reach.
Ranglu?
Ranglu, yeah.
Ranglu.
Some reporter or something.
A reporter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently did good work. Was the runner, so would go and get things that were needed last minute.
Okay.
Well, I knew I had to face my pasts one day. So, why not today, huh?
I think so.
Take a breather if you need to take a breather. I got questions I want to ask the waterbender, anyways.
I don't need to take a breather. I'm an airbender. I always take a breath.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But you, why is there water in the puppet?
So that I can move it. Here, we'll show it. I'll show some tech. Don't worry about it. And he will put down the coffin, use waterbending to unlock the locks. And then with waterbending, he just takes a step back and lets the puppet stand up out of the coffin himself.
Huh. You hear her whistle. Oh, look at that. Quite neat.
Yeah.
Moves pretty nice.
Yeah, I've had some work on it. This is the 5th version of it.
Neat.
Yes. And he'll puppet over to Dania and make it extend its hand for a handshake.
You see that Zidani like sort of cocks her head to the side, reaches out her hand to grab the puppet's hand. And please, for our lovely audience at home, Phoenix, can you describe a little bit more about what this puppet looks like?
This puppet is a 5 foot tall, very blank looking, almost like this small mannequin-esque doll. Its skin is, however, made of leather, fair work leather, so it has a sort of more a human-like touch. Its joints are mostly covered, but they are somewhat visible. They're mostly metal joints. But as he saw Zidania's joints, he got the idea of maybe making ice joints as well, seeing how that marks on Dodoro. Yeah, for now it's a very blank-looking puppet, and he says, "Don't worry about the blank look. I still have to work on that." I was thinking about maybe a wax face, but that might have to do some issues with the with heat. So maybe wood, porcelain. I don't know what material to use yet.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's quite snazzy.
Yeah, I've
If
worked
you're
on
looking
it.
for a job, let me know.
I'll take that into account. Yes, it's actually one of the reasons I came to Republic City to work on not only Dodoro, but my art a bit.
Dodoro. Well,
Dodoro,
nice
yes,
to meet you,
Dodoro.
Wait, you mean my across the street neighbor Dodoro?
I just made up the name.
Oh, I thought you were trying to do a reference to my neighbor Dodoro.
No. There's not an next door neighbor to Dodoro. No, Dodoro is with the D's instead of T's.
Yeah, that's why I thought it might be a reference.
Mm-hmm.
Just the tad, so it's not copyrighted.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll take it into account. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Well, anything else I can do for the three of you, or is that it?
I don't know. Is there anything
That's
else?
it for now. Yeah.
Nothing that I can see.
Well then, make sure that paper gets back to Mai and watch yourself
Yeah.
on your way out.
Yes, thank you very much.
Cheers. And you see that she opens the door for you, and you all see just like this sign that's hanging precariously low. And as soon as she opens the door, you notice that she just immediately starts sprinting over
I should go back to work.
go and handle that situation.
She's very busy.
I get a feeling she works a lot.
I think she needs to take a breather instead of me.
Maybe.
Take a breather when these guys stop being idiots.
Too late.
Right.
Hard to get good help these days.
Good point.
They're smart. They're just not wise. You see that she sort of like smacks one of them on the back of the shoulder.
Oof.
Ooh,
I could
yeah.
feel that from here.
She has a strong shoulder, yeah. With that metal arm, it's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, so
Does this count as giving him the cold shoulder?
It's just no. Some of the joints in the arm and hands would be nice, maybe.
Huh.
It's a good one to think about.
Yeah, gives it a whole different meaning.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, so we leave, giving the pass to May and just go. Thank you again for the pass.
oh, no worries. I'm glad it helped. I hope it helped.
Yeah, it did, definitely. It's a very interesting. Guess the boss around here.
Boss? I mean, she was the boss of our SFX department. If you want to go higher up, I can certainly get you in contact.
I know. It's just thinking she kind of has the leadership around here.
She's what we would call the on the ground leader. We have the people
Yeah.
back here.
Yeah. Oh, thank you again.
Yeah, no worries. Have a lovely day.
You too.
Oh, well, let's go and dig on my past, shall we?
Yeah, I'll get the shovel. We need to find a shovel somewhere.
Not
I'm sure we
literally.
can find one.
I know, not literally. Unless one of your friends is dead, and then I don't want to do that.
Well, with this one, I kind of, sort of. No, that's just too rude. No.
Yeah.
Depending on
maybe.
how decomposed the body is, could you waterbend a corpse out of a grave?
Pump water into the ground and lift them up. Yeah.
Sick.
Anyways,
if it's all dried out, bloodbending's not going to do a thing. So no.
this is true.
It's gotten dark so fast.
Yeah.
Look, I need a new weird spirit monster. Don't worry about it. So, what's the plan?
Well, go find my past. Did not even know that this person was still in the city, but apparently is.
How are you going to find it then?
We got like the name and everything, right? Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah.
I only have contacts in the police, thanks to Zin. So let's see if we can find out the address of this person.
So you'll head to the police station. Oh, excuse me.
I think you
You all
need to
had-
go to bed.
Yes. Yes, very much, yes.
Ah, just a little longer.
I know it's only 8.
Not even yet.
No, I slept like crap last night, so whoops.
Oh.
You all head towards the Republic City police station. This takes you a fair ways away from Hollywood, where you had been. However, as soon as you get there, you notice that one of the cops that was helping out at the pro bending arena is working the front desk and is able to quickly direct you towards a detective in the back. You are brought in, and you see that you all end up in the front of you see that you all end up in front of a desk of a very well-known detective. Black hair, red scarf around his neck. And as he looks up, he sees you all approaching. He stands up and sort of offers a hand out and goes, "Detective Mako, how can I help you?"
Yeah, I'm looking for someone.
All right. Can you give me any sort of description?
Well, you might still remember. How long are you in the force?
8 or 9 years now? It's been a while.
Then you might remember me, right? From my
Yes.
yeah. You
And she
remember?
has told me I don't need to worry about you.
No. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to do if I can't even see what I'm gonna do. So,
I know at least one person that never stopped.
wait. What are you talking about?
Not.
You said you know one person who never stopped?
Yeah, some earthbending teacher Cora had. Apparently was blind as a bat, but could see everything.
Yeah. Yeah, Puff Bay Fawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, her daughter was a chief here, right?
Very much so.
Captain Bayfong.
Yeah, Lin Bay Fawn, I believe her name was. Yeah, the things I do are kind of based on what they do because I'm blind as a
Mole bat,
an
yeah.
eagle bat as well. But you remember that old team member of mine, Valak?
I'm familiar with the name. I wasn't on any of the cases.
I need to know. Is it he or she?
Make one up.
I need to know where she lives.
Well, I know that the last address on the formal record was a jail cell. I can either send some of my people out to see if we can find something, if and only if there's evidence of a crime, or I could off the record tell you where I think you should start looking.
Well, I need to find her, and she's no longer in jail?
No, was released about 8 or so months ago.
It was kind of late. The theft was like 3-4 years ago? 5 maybe?
Yes, but there was also strong evidence of cavorting with a bloodbender.
Yeah. I felt that during that heist.
We heard from one of your friends. That's why Ben was out early.
Yeah, yeah, if you could help us find her where she is, she might be involved with a crime.
All right. I'll send some people out, see if they can find anything. It'll probably take a while, though, so if you have anything else to do, you might want to do that now.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. And I hope she isn't connected.
Yeah. I actually kind of hope not to need to meet her, but she still holds a grudge thinking that I attacked, which I did not.
I can see how it would look that way. Actually, I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Fun. You said you were bloodbent. You also said that you redirected the fire into your eyes with your airbending.
Well, I tried to redirect the fire, yes, and then I got bloodbended, so...
Were you able to still bend while you were bloodbent?
Well, it kind of gave it a sudden stop. That's why the fire went towards me.
Makes sense. Interesting.
Well, apparently, a bloodbender, if they bloodbend another bender, they can't use the bending.
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a spirit thing or if it's a technique thing.
Well, you know those chi blockers?
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with that. If you're not in control of your own body, your chi is blocked in a way.
It does make sense, yeah.
It sounds like a physical defense mechanism, you could say. A natural defense mechanism that they can misuse your bending.
It's an interesting thought.
Yeah, human body is still very, very strange.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Very much so, yeah.
Gross most of the times as well.
If you keep the skin intact, it usually doesn't leak.
Have you ever met Master Iki? It's Genora's little brother. He was the inventor of fart bending.
It's just another way of passing gas.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually someone after him might invent burp bending.
Well, burp bending isn't. No.
Snot bending for water bending.
Yeah, let's move on.
I know what the 4-year-old's gonna do.
Snot bend. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna go insane.
disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get some detectives on that right away.
Thank you. So yeah, what to do now?
Well, I will tell you this right now. You can go and do a thing in the world, or you can wait until tomorrow when maybe Mako has answers.
Was this Mako then?
This was Mako. He introduced himself as Detective Mako, yeah.
I thought it was it wasn't Mako, because Mako isn't in the well, he is in the force, but I thought this was the one that you said was also part of the investigation at the airport.
They were the first person you saw that sort of gestured you to the back. Or the on-call bookie, yeah.
Okay. I thought, wasn't Mako already also bloodbended once? I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was. He never tried to bend or blood bend.
No, so he would know that he wasn't able to bend.
No.
Wait, I still had contacts with one of my old teammates, right?
Know that Ben is currently in recovery
Yes, he's in
from
the hospital.
that weird thing, and you know that Jaw Long is somewhere. If Falak has been released, then Jaw Long has probably also been released. But you're not sure where he is.
Yeah, because Bin is the only one that still that knows I didn't do it.
Yeah.
He helped me after the debacle.
Yep.
So and yeah, Jaw Long. Is also one of the two that doesn't trust me anymore.
Yes, correct.
We could see if Bin is has recovered enough.
Talking.
To talk.
Awake. Sure.
And I actually do want to visit him.
Let's go.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we'll go to the medical facility in Republic City.
You all head on your way to the medical center of Republic City. This is a place where most of you have been before, Goth, you being the one exception, of course.
We brought Bin there.
Oh, never mind. Of course, you were also there. Yes.
Yeah.
You've all been here before. Wow.
I've been here way before.
Yes.
Something with becoming blind and stuff, you know.
We're here for
Yeah,
medical.
that seems like something problematic.
As you get there, you speak to a couple of nurses, a couple of staff members, who eventually. 1 second, sorry. I'm going to fall asleep. You all talk to a couple of nurses, a couple of workers, who eventually get you directed towards a room. This is no longer in any sort of emergency care. This is more a observation room to make sure that people are fully, stable before they are released again.
I would even think that somewhere in this hospital kind of thing would have a picture of Katara.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I would see that her being the founder of this hospital because of her healing abilities.
Makes sense. Absolutely makes sense.
Maybe it's even called Katara Hospital.
Katara Medical Center.
Yeah.
You are all led into a room, into a hallway, where, pushing open a door, you see a small-ish room. It's got enough space for a bed, a couple of chairs, You see that there is also a ensuite bathroom. And sitting in the bed, there is a waterbender. Tufan, you're able to immediately feel familiarity from this person. You are confident this has been. The other two of you, you see a man who has been run ragged. His skin just, it's got this deathly pallor to it. It's almost as if he can't keep color in his face anymore. His hair, while it's in a Republic City style cut, so goth it looks maybe a little bit strange to you, it's not cared for. It's frizzy, it's bunched, it's matted. This person looks like they have been just on the road for weeks at a time. And looking at them, you're also able to see that a couple of their veins are just very, very prominent on their neck, on their arm, and on one side of their chest, right underneath the bandage. Oh, Tufan, hi. It's been a while.
Vin, how are you doing?
I've been better. It
You
still
look better.
feels. Thanks. But how are you, Tufan?
So,
You're better now.
I learned some new things. Yeah. You could say I've learned to see.
Nice. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and that without using my eyes.
I guessed that much, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and there might be a problem. I have to face more of my past. Our past, you could say.
It's a big list. What is
Yeah.
this time?
Well, you know, Jarlong, we've already faced him, but now the final one that doesn't trust me and thinks I attacked might be part of a crime that has happened on Air Temple Island.
Quick DM check. Have you faced Jarlong?
Well, we did talk about him, I believe.
You talked about him. I don't think you ever saw him or met
Did
him.
we? Didn't we? I thought we did. Oh, no, we haven't seen it. No, we haven't seen him. No.
Nope.
DM
But,
check complete.
DM check successful. But
Succeeded in my history.
we have to find Zalek.
Huh. Gotta be honest, I have no idea where she went.
No,
It's been
but
well, I know she went to jail, but after that, never came back.
she's been released 8 months, was it? Or
Really?
weeks?
8 months. It was 8 months.
8 months. Yeah, she's been released 8 months ago.
Really? She
Yeah.
never came back to say anything.
Well, I don't know if she has any nice feelings towards us.
Fair enough.
With her thinking I attacked and you helping me.
Makes
Now I have
sense.
to face her. Who knows? Maybe Jarlong is with her as well. Which will be even worse to face because he did the firebending.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a situation you've gotten yourself into.
Well, thing didn't really got myself into. We're just investigating this crime.
What crime?
On Air Temple Island. There has been an attack and they
Who would
stole.
attack an airbender?
Yeah, I don't know, and they stole a scroll with bending moves.
Huh. What's the point?
Yeah, well,
I mean, I guess you could fence it for a fair bit.
yeah, but you know, some people learned different moves in different bending styles by looking at other benders. You know, how, since I got my airbending, how much I looked up stuff of Avatar Aang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also read that General Iroh, he learned his lightning bending from looking at waterbenders
Yeah, I think.
that redirecting.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that. It's training for a bunch of the generator workers.
Yeah, well, Iroh wasn't able to lightning bend, but he did use it to redirect. So maybe they want to use this airbending scroll, the move that's on it, which is apparently a attacking move or offensive move, which you know airbenders aren't really that offensive.
Yeah.
They more defensive, but they might want to use that in different air bending styles to get more powerful, or who knows?
Interesting. No, makes sense. And that would make it a good target. Fairly unguarded, high price point, yeah.
But you haven't heard anything, Valak?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember much of the last 6 months too far.
Oh, yeah. Well, you were like a water water demon-like creature before we brought you here, so
Yeah, so I remember snippets of your voice and of some other voices. And then
yeah,
being in
that are
the
these two.
hospital. Oh! Oh!
Then this is Goth and Karma.
Hi, I'm Ben. It's nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too.
Hold out his hand to the
You might I don't know. Are you still listening to Pro Bending?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, then you might have heard Karma's name, and God even maybe last time he joined.
Yeah, I had to fall in for a little match.
Karma, I've absolutely heard of, but I'm sorry. Did you start recently?
A few days ago.
Yeah, it was the one that was
The opening
interrupted
of
by
season.
those faceless attackers.
Oh, the what?
Yeah, some attackers that wear masks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, Okay, I've not heard of that in the slightest.
Mhm.
Congrats on joining the Pro Bending Leagues. Sorry about
No worries.
attackers?
I think the season has been put to a stop.
That's
Yeah.
what the news has been saying, yes.
Yeah.
Or at least on hold until this thing
Yeah,
is covered.
until further notice.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember much of the last 6 months. It's just like it's gone, those memories.
Yeah, well, some parts of it might be good that they are gone. I mean, you were a real dick when you were that water demon creature.
Alright, Tufa, alright. Look, I want to see you get... I don't even know what it was. Water spirit? I want to see you get possessed by a water spirit. See if
Well,
you're still nice.
if anything would possess me, I think it would be an air spirit, not a water
Yeah,
spirit.
probably.
Okay, point still stands.
But why would they take me over? They wouldn't see a thing.
I don't think they need to.
I mean, you could ask him outside. There's spirits around.
Bad point.
Oh yeah, like you over there.
Oh, there's one in the corner.
I don't possess people if that's what you're talking about.
Okay.
Just
Never plan
scrunches
to.
up its
Okay.
face. Scrunches up its face and like jumps through the wall.
Yeah, okay.
Good. Yeah, but you're. What did the doctor tell you about how you are going to be after this? Gonna be okay?
We're not sure. Physically, I'll be fine. However, the healers here realize that I've got some really bad chi blockages. You might see the veins. Apparently, something was happening. There was an increase in pressure on my veins and arteries, as well as some sort of chi blockage that was keeping me. They described it as in a stupor or in a coma. It would at least explain the memory loss.
Yeah, it would. Apparently, someone else also needs to go to bed. Hold on.
Contagious, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
You're good.
Yeah, well, you better get well.
I'm trying.
Don't
You gotta stay
try.
out of trouble, though.
Need.
Alright? I'll be well if you stay out of trouble.
Can't promise you that.
And I can't promise you that.
Well, your thing might be easier to promise than mine, because I don't see trouble.
You just told me you can. You just told me you figured out a way.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He does this all the time.
Yeah, and you're smarter than these two because they always fell for everything.
They'll get used to it. That one looks smart.
Yeah, well, be good.
You too.
Stay safe.
Luckily, I don't think anything will get in here.
Yeah, that's what we fought with the air temple.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I walk outside, and as soon as I see a nurse or I hear a nurse coming, you there. Give this guy the best care you can give him. He's very special to me.
Of course. I'll make sure of it. Now, before we end today and move on to questions, does anyone want to do an assess or any other sort of role while with Vin?
Sure, I'll give it a go.
I think I would be too emotionally involved for this.
Makes sense.
Assess situation, you said?
Yep.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm actually surprised that he didn't try to
There we go.
do some dance moves against me.
No, I actually completely forgot that I could do that as an NPC, which is the entire reason it didn't happen.
You can always try and do those things. You can always try to skip dances.
Yo. Alright, Karma and Goth. Look at you both. Detective Karma is fully on the case.
Indeed, Detective Karma is maybe you should quit pro bending and just become a detective.
I'll do it during off season.
Yeah.
She always has, at least you have something to fall back on. Become a detective.
Alright. Karma. You are going to see, looking around the room, that there is a couple of charts you can just sort of sneak a peek at. And like Ben said, they notice that there's an increase in pressure in a lot of his intravenous systems. There is also there's a note that he has been severely chi blocked. This type of damage, it looks like it was done repeatedly over an extended period of time, which is what led to the basically inability to form memories during that time. It's noted that they are not entirely sure why this was happening or what caused it. However, there is a small note that this type of intravenous pressure can come about from a couple of things. And one place it was previously seen was in Avatar Korra. Very specifically, when she was in hospital after a pretty extensive, uh, like, brain words, after she was captured by Makwa. Goth. You. Oh, Karma, you would see one other thing. You see on one of Bin's like shirt sleeves or like shirt cuffs, there is a tiny braided cord that's been almost woven in there, almost hidden by the cuff, but you managed to just barely catch a glimpse of it.
Tiny braided cord.
Goth.
Yes.
You are looking at Ben, and
Yes.
you notice right away the way that his veins are bulging out is actually something you'd seen before on Dodoro. On prototype 2 of Dodoro, you ended up not having the leather casing around the outside of the limbs, and after continuous bloodbending usage, you actually saw the veins of water that you had put inside burst.
Yeah.
Something about being bloodbent for an extended period of time was just putting a lot of pressure on that, and the doll could not hold up to it.
Mhm.
Really odd. It strikes you as odd that you see that on a human. You would also, with a full hit, spot the same braided cord, and you would be able to identify this specific braided cord as something that is particular to the Northern Water Tribe. You would recognize it as a symbol of basically meditation or teaching, where people who were having specific struggles with techniques or specific troubles with types of bending would basically mentally work through those steps, mentally work through that thought process while braiding these cords, mostly to get them into a flow state more similar to that of water itself.
Got it.
Yes, that is what you both get on your full hits.
My brain is not braining right now. What is the significance of the bracelet?
The cord.
The cord, I
cord.
would need to check in your shared notes. I know I have said things about it before.
Oh.
But I don't know if it was written down. And
I don't think
marked
it's
as
been written
important.
down because this is the first time I think I've noticed this cord.
This one, yes, because this is a new character. You heard of it on a different person, I do believe. Yes, no, I see it's not in the notes.
No, it's in the more recent notes. It's been made now.
No. I see where it should have been in the previous notes, and they're not there. This is interesting.
Yes, indeed, I missed it. I mean, I have heard something about the Northern Water Tribe, but I do remember hearing something about that, yes. But did not write it down.
That's all right. That's all right. You'll find it again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe. But I have this now written down, so I just say, did any of you notice that?
I saw it.
Cord? Yeah.
I didn't see a thing.
It looked like I've seen this cord before. Well, I've heard of it before. I've not seen it before, but they use it with concentration when meditating. Just something to keep yourself sort of flowing along, so to speak. Kind of interesting you add that.
Tufan,
I'll be
you
right
would
back.
know-
Sorry. Oh, wait, yeah?
Tufan, you would know that you had never seen Bin with anything like this.
Okay. That's very really new to me for a bin, so. Okay, good. So, yeah.
Yep. If that is all, I am going to move us towards end of session questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Let us head on over. I don't know why Foundry has decided to suffer on my end, but
Oh,
I can still see the
So-
questions. So,
good.
Karma, let us start with you. Did you accomplish a feat worthy of your burden or tradition?
Thinking. Don't think so.
Yeah. All right. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
The cord. No.
The cord. I'll
the
give it to you.
cord.
I'll give you the cord.
No. If I want to be real, I'll say learning a bit more about the what is it? The Entertainers Guild. I think that's what you called them.
Yep.
And how their tech functions.
Yeah, the Entertainers Union. Absolutely. The next one is, did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
No, I am still off-centered.
Uh-oh. And then, did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
I'm gonna say no. Like we have. Still working on it.
No worries. Then the only other thing to do for you, Karma, is did you uphold any of your responsibilities or break any of your prohibitions?
I don't believe I've done either yet.
I would agree today. So, moving on then to Goth. Why not?
Sure.
Goth, did you do the last thing on your list, which is show
No.
mercy or forgiveness? Okay,
Not yet.
cool. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Yeah, this entertainment union is it has quite the interesting tech, and yeah,
Fair enough.
also met someone with a dismantled arm, which is interesting.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
Sidani. Did you express vulnerability by admitting you were wrong or that you should have listened to someone you ignored?
No.
All right. Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
I'm at my center,
There you go.
which is another growth.
Let's go.
You're going really good with growth.
Yeah.
Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Not yet.
All right.
I'm working
Then
on
that's
it.
it from you.
So yes, that's a full growth.
Last but certainly not least, today, Tufan.
Yeah.
I gotta find your questions. Did you get someone invested in their own future?
I don't really. No, not really. I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Yes, and it is pretty personal for my character because I've found someone who also has a disability and learns to live with it, learn to adapt.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would say I did.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
I'm way off center. So,
I should have shifted your balance. Oh, I should have made you go off balance.
because I am literally still, as you can see, at +3 reinvention.
Ooh. All right, last but not least, did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
No.
Nope. All right, and that's it.
So only one growth. Still need one more for advancement.
Well, we will simply have to get that advancement next week if you all come back.
Of course. There's no stream without me, so.
Shock ball shocks. Yes. Then I'm done jamming for the day, Scoot, if you want to take it.
It's good.
Right?
Scoot.
Yeah, I was reacting to chat, but then she was saying something, and I had to say, yeah. He says that Tufan is like a vase that's right on the ledge. So I had to answer with bringing a cat.
Yeah, push it over.
So please try to be a cat next time.
I will have
Shoot.
to.
Yeah. You know you can. Well, this was session 5 already, episode 5 of this season. I don't know how many episodes there will be. Normally they're about 10 to 12, but who knows? Sometimes there are less, sometimes there are more.
I am hoping for 10. I think with how long Act 1 accidentally was, it might be closer to 12.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
And then we will have to find a different game to play for another set, because that's how we work here. We work in seasons and then do a little difference every time.
Like Lancer Season 2?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Still got that one player who wanted to play?
Or maybe because that's also something we talked about, a new Masks game run by...
Exams are coming up, so maybe.
Well, you get a couple of months. There's still
Yeah.
many
We
sessions left.
still have a few episodes. to
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
We'll see.
So, as always, Don, where can they find you?
You can find me here on the stream. You can find me on the Discord. I have Twitch, but I don't Twitch.
Not anymore, no.
I'm
No.
lazy.
Yeah,
No, actually, what happened is for some reason my audio stopped working on Twitch, and I spent like hours trying to fix it and got frustrated and just gave up.
Yeah, fair.
I
Technical
don't know what
issues.
happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be really annoying.
Mhm.
Phoenix, where can they find you?
They can find me here every single Wednesday, usually, probably, hopefully. They can find me in the Discord, always. In the other VODs, because I've been here for a while. And Instagram, PhoenixFresher21.
And Elise, where can they find you? I believe that's the only one I can shout out at the moment.
Yes, it should be updated, and it should say the same things it has for the last 5 months. Hi, you can find me here. Yeah, TTRPGs. You can find me here on, I almost said Discord, on Twitch at Scoon's Tavern on Wednesdays, where I DM Avatar. You can also find me on Sundays on my own channel, where I have a Dungeons & Dragons game ongoing. That one has just now entered the final little plot arc, so my players are going insane. You can also find me over on YouTube, both on Scoon's VODs, on Scoon's Tavern, and also on my own personal VOD channel at Melise RPG, where I have all of the old sessions of my D&D game, as well as some YouTube exclusive content.
And you can find me, of course, here on my own channel, on my own Discord. I will put the Discord link in the chat. I am still looking for players on Tuesday every other week for my Dragon Bane game. We only still have 2 players, but we want more. And you can find me on Saturday nights on IMT, where I play in a Dragon Bane game myself. I play a duck.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a mallard. It's one of the races, one of the kin, as they call it. And Foxy, who was normally here, is also playing in that game. We play siblings. It's really fun. And we will be back with this game next week. I will always also be back with Dragon Bane next Tuesday, as long as my players are able to join. I hope to see you guys then as well, and we will see you next time.